Premier League Game Week 30 predictions: Arsenal will beat Fulham 2-0, West Ham will earn a point at the Molineux, Forest will beat United 2-0, Bournemouth will beat Ipswich 3-1, Brighton and Villa will play out a 2-all draw, City will beat Leicester 3-0, Newcastle will beat Brentford 2-1, Palace will beat the Saints 3-0, Liverpool will edge Everton 2-1, Chelsea will complete the double over Spurs beating them 3-1. This is how the table will look at the end of the round. So Arsenal beat Fulham today. Mikel Merino opened the scoring in the first half with a deflected effort, and Bukayo Saka doubled the lead in the 73rd minute on his return from injury. Despite Arsenal dominating possession and chances, Fulham threatened late, with Rodrigo Muniz pulling a goal back in stoppage time. However, it wasn't enough to prevent Arsenal from taking all 3 points. The Gunners now turn their attention to their upcoming match against Everton, while Fulham prepare to host Liverpool. Other results include Wolves beating West Ham with a 21st-minute Strand Larsen strike, and Real Madrid and Sociedad playing out an insane 4-4 draw in the Copa del Rey semi-final. So United were lost in the Forest today. Nottingham Forest secured a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Manchester United at the City Ground, with Anthony Elanga scoring the decisive goal in the 5th minute against his former club. Despite United creating more chances and having a higher expected goals tally 1.66 to Forest's 0.54, they were unable to break through a resolute Forest defence. The visitors saw multiple efforts saved or blocked, including last-ditch interventions from Murillo. United's struggles continue as they remain in 13th place with the 13th defeat of the season, while Forest maintain pressure on Arsenal at the top of the table. So City beat Leicester today. Manchester City cruised to a comfortable 2-0 win over Leicester City in the Premier League to move back into the Champions League places. Grealish opened the scoring in the 2nd minute, capitalising on a cutback from Savinho, before Marmoush doubled City's lead just before the half-hour mark after a mix-up between Hermansen and Faes. City controlled possession throughout, generating 2.44 xG, while Leicester managed just 0.02 xG and failed to test Ederson. Marmoush missed a golden chance for a third in the second half, but City never looked troubled as they moved up to 4th, leapfrogging Chelsea ahead of the Manchester derby. Other results include Ipswich beating Bournemouth 2-1, Villa beating Brighton 3-0 at the Amex, Newcastle edging Brentford 2-1, Southampton and Crystal Palace playing out a stalemate, Barcelona beating Atletico 1-0 and 5-4 on aggregate in the Copa del Rey semi-final, and the Milan derby ending 1-1 in a Coppa Italia semi-final first leg. So Liverpool won the Merseyside derby today. A 57th-minute goal from Jota proves decisive as Liverpool secure a 1-0 win over Everton in the last Merseyside derby of the season. The Reds dominated much of the second half, with Jota's composed finish following a flick from Diaz proving the difference. Everton struggled to create chances after the break, registering just 0.67 xG, as David Moyes' side suffered their first defeat in 10 games. Beto had the best chances for the Toffees in the first half, hitting the post and having a goal ruled out for offside. Despite some late opportunities for Diaz and Nunez, Liverpool held firm to restore their 12-point lead at the top of the table with just 8 games to go, edging closer to their 20th league title. So Chelsea beat Spurs today, securing a 1-0 victory in a tense London derby at Stamford Bridge. Enzo Fernandez scored the only goal early in the second half, heading in a pinpoint cross from Cole Palmer. Chelsea thought they had doubled their lead when Moises Caicedo volleyed home spectacularly, but VAR ruled it out for offside. Tottenham had their own moment of frustration when Pape Sarr's long-range strike found the net, only for VAR to disallow it due to a foul in the build-up. Both sides had chances late on, with Son Heung-min and Mickey van der Ven going close for Spurs, but Chelsea held firm. The result lifts Chelsea back into the Premier League's top 4, while Spurs suffer their 16th defeat of the season, leaving them in a disappointing 14th place. So these were my Premier League Game Week 30 predictions, and these are the actual results. As you can see, only one I got right was the Newcastle game. This is my predicted table and this is the actual table. Check out my YouTube for more content.